Alright, ladies and gentlemen, going to perform very soon. As you can see, I'm almost ready. I'm wearing the outfits, the good looks here, the great show will begin soon. Alright, so I want to encourage you guys to remember, always remember this. Okay, so you see how great of a performer I am, you see how good of a performer I am, you see how spectacular I am, you know how much confidence I have because I'm very confident. I'm not going to take any kind of negative criticism, you know that. You know, I'm very happy being who I am. You know, I feel great in my own skin. You know, I feel great as an encourager of people that dress in drag and do that kind of stuff. You know, I feel great about all that. You know, I feel great about how I perform. You know, I feel amazing. But yet there are still people that say negative things, right? So, you know, it's kind of like some people just do it because that's what they do, right? Some people just make comments that are negative. They don't really focus on whether it hurts someone's feelings or not, right? Or they dislike a video not really thinking, you know, this is a really good video, but I want to dislike it. You know, they dislike it, and you're like, well, you know, what can you do, really, right? But I'm very confident and feel very great. But if you're someone, and I don't take it seriously because who knows who it is on the other end, right? But if you're someone that takes that kind of stuff seriously, right? If you're the kind of person that's on Facebook 24/7 and you're always worried about what people are saying about you and you're always feeling very uncomfortable and you always feel very insecure and you're always like, I don't know, that person said this, I believe them, I totally believe them, and so something wrong with me. You know what? There's nothing wrong with you. Even if there really is something wrong with you, there's nothing wrong with you because you should feel really, really good. You know why? Because you live one life, only one life. You have to feel really good. Ignore drama, ignore negativity because it's important that you focus on a life that you feel good about yourself. You have to start somewhere. Maybe you've been on Facebook for an entire year. You've been just messaging people on Facebook and you've been doing terribly because you've been taking this so seriously. You know what? People on Facebook that say that, you never know what they're like on the other end, right? What if they're somebody that's not someone you would even be like remotely thinking they're important? You know, what if they're just a complete, and most people that do that kind of stuff aren't important, right? That's why they do that kind of stuff, right? So if you're a young person or you're someone, even if you're older and you've been dealing with scams, you've been dealing with negativity on a Facebook account, or you've been just been totally treated like you're awful, and you don't even go out anymore because you're always on Facebook, you have to remember those people do not matter, right? You have to go out there and live your life. Remember, it's important that you focus on being happy because you have to encourage yourself to say, well, obviously, if they're making negative comments, even if it was like Channing Tatum making negative comments, which he wouldn't because he's so busy and he's not like that, I'm sure. But even if it was Channing Tatum who was like that, you would have to say to yourself, like, okay, well, is he worthwhile? Like, honestly, if Channing Tatum's doing that, maybe he's not as cool a guy as he thought, right? So remember, people that do those things are not good people, you know, and they may not be. That's just about it lightly. They may not even be successful. They may not be smart. They may not be talented. They may not be even working. Maybe they've been on welfare for 20 years and they could easily get a job, but they've been getting the same kind of treatment as you are, right? So you have to remember these people do not matter, right? What matters is people that care about you. And if you've been lost in these negative comments and these rambles that have been going on for years, you have to get out of it. Remember, there are a lot of kind people out there that don't judge, right? So if you've been sitting at home all like for the last year on Facebook, being criticized, and you don't even go out, and you're totally insecure, and you've got anxiety, and you have panic disorders, like you've just been really upset, it's time you broke free from all that. People don't know what you're going through mentally. People don't see that you're insecure. People don't think you're an introvert. People don't know this kind of stuff when they see you, right? And people might think all this stuff that you are. People might have a totally different impression of you. You could be the most gorgeous person in the world, and people might have a totally different impression of you as well. Like, you might think you're the most gorgeous, but maybe sometimes people don't think that, right? So you don't know, right? You have no idea. So, anyway, that's just my rant on it, right? If you've been on Facebook for years and years and years, and or maybe it's just 1 year or something, maybe not years and years, but you've been criticized, and maybe you're a gorgeous person, right? and you look really, really good, but you've been criticized and you've been staying at home. It's not the place for you to be. You should be out exploring the world. And if you're an introvert, please, you can't be hiding all your life. It's really important that you get out there and enjoy life. That's what it's meant for, right? 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 So please take a minute and say to yourself, is this how I want to live my life? Is this who I want to be? No, it's not, right? You deserve better than that, right? You deserve to be someone that goes out and explores. And if somebody sees you, and they're not going to know that you've been on Facebook for a year, and you've been struggling with your feeling confident, they're not going to know all that, right? They're not going to assume, oh, this person's not worth anything. You have to get out there and do things. There's jobs. You have to do a job, get hired for jobs. Now, I'm picking extreme cases, right? For the most part, most people are not like that. Most people are doing quite well. In general, I would say, maybe not most people, but a lot of people are doing well. A lot of people are able to recognize that if you're on Facebook and someone insults you, they're not a good person or they might be a fake catfish, right? So people know these things, but I want to get the word out in case you don't know these things, right? And if you're someone that's really beautiful, even a celebrity, right? Some celebrities are just like, oh, I'll go on Facebook, and they go on Facebook and they criticize negatively, and they might be a glamorous celebrity, very successful, and they are trapped by this one person that's criticizing them and made alive who they are, and then they're stuck believing that, right? So even a celebrity has been caught dealing with that, and so it does happen to anyone, right? Not just someone that's ordinary, or not necessarily, you know what I mean. But it may happen to a celebrity. Maybe they are brainwashed into thinking they're no good, right? So you know what? It's time for everybody, even celebrities or non-celebrities, introverts, people that have been dealing with having a hard time going out, they get scared. It's important that you break free from that, right? Right? You want a better life, right? You want to feel good, you want to feel happy. You know what? You could be a lot. And the thing about my motivational speech, which that's what this is right now, as you can probably tell. The thing about my motivational speeches is I want you to be at your best. So if you are someone that could be very, very attractive, but you've gained a lot of weight or whatever, time to go back to that, right? You want to get fit and thin. It takes a lot of work, but you did it at one time, right? So remember that time. Remember what you were doing back then. Go back into those times, right? Go back. Remember what you did all that time, because you could do it again, right? So please make sure that this 2020 is going to be a spectacular year for yourself, and that you feel amazing, and that you do things that you never thought you could do. You know, some people think being 50 is old. For me, I think being 100 is not even that old, actually. So, I mean, like, have a different mindset. Make sure you feel young at your age. You could be 75, that's not old. In my opinion, I don't think that's old. So, you know what I mean? You can really encourage yourself to try to get yourself in a situation where you feel much better about yourself. Just by changing things in your mind and feeling much better about how you view things and how you view age and how you view attractiveness and how you view how you feel about your own persona, your own look or whatever. I want you to feel really, really good. Make 2020 the most amazing year you've ever had. Thank you for watching. All right, bye now. All right, wasn't that great? Now I encourage you guys to be as great as me. Thank you very much. Bye now.